Oh, hi, it's Oldbag, PanAnning, welcome you back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Or Let's Dub Badly Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We continue on with the Turnabout Samurai. This is the first, day 2, but the first trial. This one. October 18th, 10 a.m. This is for courtroom number 4. Finding this is 4 days after of this recording. This is the 22nd of October, this is the 18th. Alright. The court is now in session with the trial of Mr. Will Bowers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer at Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well. I would like to move on to your testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
First, I would like to call a familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand.
Alright, detective.
Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain what the guy here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio scene. This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the date of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and the young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. And after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to the Studio 1. Right after that, 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30. The samurai spear found and lodged in the victim's jacket was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone would like to hear that again?
I don't think we need to hear that.
Yeah, let's listen again.
Please no. Please no. Please no.
Yeah, I think I can probably remember that. And I completely forget everything. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear was added to the court record.
Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood.
Let's call the security officer to the stand.
Oh no.
There we go.
This is gonna get crazy right now.
Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you an handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed, just call me Grandma.
Oh.
Your name, please.
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their name.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma, it's practically my name. I don't know.
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness.
Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, yeah, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Witness's testimony. Witness account.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Paul, Hammer, and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning.
Bullshit.
Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 p.m. Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Ugh. I don't want to cross-examine her. Ugh.
Then again, this is a pretty simple one.
Yeah.
The only difficult part is getting to that last statement to actually present it.
Oh.
Because she talks so much.
Ugh. Yeah. Hold it. So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. You got wax in your ears, Sonny?
Hey, this is your chance!
Yep. Time to pull out the secret weapon. I dig.
I'll say it again. It was him.
Yeah. This is it right here. That's that freaking
It's
photo.
pretty obvious.
Yeah. Objection! Slam. Let me get this straight, Oldbag, or Miss Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about this man in the photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Ultra. Slam. Miss Oldbag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No.
Yeah. Well, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role as the Steel Samurai. Slam. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
Nobody in this court is accusing of that, Miss, witness. Damn it, General, calling her old bag, apparently. However, you don't have proof that in the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What?
Huh?
Even Edgeworth is surprised?
The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give us the second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. Witness's testimony. The man in the photo.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Power strip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had a sprain in his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. I really don't want to press her, literally. The man in the photo. Ugh. I have to
I don't
press.
think you need to press her on everything, though.
You know what? I'm just gonna look and see what I needs to press on.
I think you do want to press on the trip and fall or one of the
Actually,
props.
Yeah, actually, there's someone like to press on. He broke a prop.
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
Sounds painful. Oof. A samurai spear? The murder?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
Because duct tape fixes everything. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Samurai spear updated in the court record. Sprained his ankle pretty bad. Let me press that. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Close to that.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Let's press this one. Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at that picture again. So he's walking strangely because he was injured. It does look like he was dragging his foot.
See? And you didn't trust me, whippersnapper.
Why did I make sound? Why did I make the judge suddenly sound like Dracula? Jesus. Shit. Still, you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers.
Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg.
He has a point. It does seem quite likely that it was Powers. There's gotta be more to this. We better keep pressing her.
Well, find any glaring contradiction?
Well, she seems pretty sure that it was Powers in that photo. I guess I'll just press her and see if I can shake her conviction. I might as well press everything right now.
Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I said is on the straight and narrow. You up and up. You today.
Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness.
I think Edward has met his match. Yeah, I'll press this one. Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai. Then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing.
Bullshit. What about the assistant? Oh wait, she was with me. Oops.
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
And presenting her back to me. So she didn't see the run-through then. Trip and fall. Let's press that. Trip and fall.
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So his powers sprained his ankle. That'll make it better for him, of course.
You have to make it better. No, don't even.
I kissed it where it hurt.
Oh, yeah, let's just skip over that part, shall we? Or was the assistant then? Besides sitting on my lap.
Or he was cleaning up backdrops, I think. Didn't know about Power's ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
I already pressed this one though. What the hell?
Can always fast forward.
Oh yeah, yeah. I could just hold this button down. Unless I did. Oh, what the hell?
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me. What is this Steel Samurai costume now? Oh, I think actually my friend got cut off. God damn it. I guess I'll read on. Actually, well, we could find it. We're looking though. Anyway, that is not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. Ah, there you are. You're cutting in and out, sir. And so the simulation sucks. And it is clear that the person is Steel Samurai's powers.
Okay, I think I'm back.
What happened to
Am
you?
I back?
Yes.
Alright. Let me just get back to the video.
My goodness, what happened to you, sir?
I don't know,
I suppose that's
Stuff happened, alright?
typical you. Are you sure you're on it? Let's object. Where's Slab? Only right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wondered if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask me twice.
Witness's testimony. Witness's account. Continue.
The time of Paul Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
For people at home, remember that thing that was written on the back of that photo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that comes into play right now.
So no one else went to the studio. Then it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Again, we don't know who the fuck was in that costume, so I'm gonna strike her down with the same fucking photo again. No one else went in there. Yeah, but still, it's pretty obvious. Objection, Slam? Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer at the guard station records all security cam data.
Ooh, you know, if you wanted, you could to work at the studio. We might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Not on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even though I know what that means, it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I know that too. The issue here is a bit of the word N where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Slam. Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Rubber. Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only one data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself.
Eh? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers!
Slam. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes. That's what it would seem to mean.
If witness explained this to the court.
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what that means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Mr. Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate? Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Well, yes. I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please. Jesus. When this is testimony, the other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
Expect the unexpected. The other person. I mean, who would really remove photos?
And again, keep in mind, this game was originally made in 2001.
I know. Still, jeez. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? Slam. Please slam.
A fanboy.
Fanboy.
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsal from gosh knows where. The Undernet. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Objection! Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you there were freaks. Oh, and
And?
they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So, on the photo that you erased,
He was a boy, probably second or third grade.
What? No! Order, order!
Oh
Let me
noes.
get this straight. You saw two people passing by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the steel samurai dragging his leg, and the other was a boy who looked to be in about second and third grade.
Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in second or third grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear.
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why he raised the data.
Nick? What's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information, and no forgetting vital information this time. Damn. October 18th, 11:08 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. WP.
Give me a second.
Aha, he's not prepared. Aha,
Yes.
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the steel samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume.
Steal a steel samurai costume.
So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick! What are we gonna do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably have done this.
Wait! And don't think them someone to shoot us down, and we can get another day.
Right. If we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey Nick, it's time.
It's time already? Damn, we have to drive to the hospital. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's go. Yeah.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. No, that's later in the series.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Ezra, would you present the prosecution's thought on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. Slam. There is another person who have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let's hear you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who is this person other than Mr. Bowers that have committed the murder? It was the assistant girl. She was guilty of murder. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Who?
The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Will Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper.
Rubber. Order! Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you.
Miss Oldbag was
That's
standing...
Mama Luigi to you, Mario.
Oh, god damn it. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume. Damn it, I had to say that. Slam. Then slipped into Studio 1. This thing is the murder. But why would she go through the trouble of wearing this steel samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew about the camera the gate that will take her picture. If she wasn't in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent. You took the reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, Sherlock right here. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objection at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Itchy boy, don't just sit there, do something.
What's my move? Maybe it's now my chance to take this the whole way? Give Gray a break. No, let's press. Slam. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
Forget that Mr. Power lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings. I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo has erased.
He's only a grade schooler though. He said, as you said, second or third grade, wasn't it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10-second stops.
Your thoughts, Mr. That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day? Whippersnapper!
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy that could have not committed this murder. Yes, I do. Card key. Take that! The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you would need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no former relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The Windbag, speechless. This has gotta be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy... what was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
Sorry. Then the prosecution would look further to this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. What? Is it your... That's what you think.
Wait a second! I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking.
Oh great, stop the presses! The windbag wants to talk!
Miss Oldbag, what's this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about?
By whom?
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told you not to talk? Well, testify. Testify! Witness's testimony. My lips were sealed. Which ones, though? Ugh. Why did I say that?
Global Studio wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court till now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Oh god, this crap.
Yep.
What was the something? Yeah, there were some other people. Yeah, who were these people though? Slam. Who were these people? I didn't even know that was the actual line.
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director.
We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without the director?
Slam.
Of course!
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was falling over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue on the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Yeah, pretty much
I think
this
we're
is...
done.
Yeah, this is pretty much where we're going to get all. Your Honor, we've learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Slam. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information on these other people we have just been told of. That's the look of somebody that just doesn't want to do any work.
I understand, Your Honor.
This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Powers. That is all. What is adjourned?
For real this time.
Yeah. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really? It's nothing. Gee, or should I?
No, no, you're not supposed to be having this. Give me this coke. We're going down to the studios to do some more investigation. What the NDS director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certainty. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out who's the one in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been Oldbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take off the pressure of Mr. Powers.
Poor Oldbag. I kind of feel sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, or with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Stop sniffing that coke. To be continued. More investigation. And a lot of
It
investigation.
will be next time.
Yeah, pretty much. It's gonna be a long day of investigation, so stay tuned for that.